Lovely weather, but business as usual for the sky demons. Well, with a title like that, I can't not make a video, can I? Hands are tied, nothing I can do. Sorry, folks.
Hello everybody, this is Terry Lawton here in County Wexford on the 3rd of June 2018.
Well, hello there, Terry Lawton here in County Wexford on the 3rd of June 2018. Heck of a name you have there, although it is a bit wordy, so I'm going to call you Tez. Tez Tickle. It's just easier. And funnier because I'm apparently 12 years old.
And it's been a few weeks since I made a video on the state of the weather and the skies above us, so I thought I'd just give a quick update.
Well, I'm so glad you came, because I have no idea what the weather's like. I refuse to look outside since those kids started pelting me with lettuce. I'm so lonely here with nothing but my shiny head to keep me company. Oh, and my missus and the kids, I guess. But they are the ones who let the people in and assault me with leafy greens.
So we've had some really beautiful weather over the last 3 weeks here in Ireland and the UK. It's been like 20 degrees most days and just absolutely fantastic.
That sounds marvellous, Mr. Tickle. Clearly you are living the good life and there's nothing that could ruin that for you.
But of course evil never sleeps.
Oh yeah, that. Also would explain my persistent insomnia. Evil just can't catch a break. Perhaps if evil were not so damn tired, evil would be a little less, you know, evil. Anyway, back to crushing puppies.
The skies were littered with chemtrails all of those days and artificial frequency clouds.
Well, of course, we get right into the oophid. That's my new word, by the way, for something so stupid it makes you go oof. With chemtrails. That thing that is totally a thing, and not just complete buffoons not understanding what contrails are. And artificial frequency clouds? That's a new one on me. Sounds like what you might call flatulence after eating a radio.
But generally, nice, really nice weather and lots of bluish skies.
Blue-ish skies? What the hell is that colour if it's not blue? Welcome to What Am This Colour with Sir Sick. This week, this mysterious boy. Is it A, blue? Is it B, amaranth-ish? Or is it C, rainbow buff? Answers in the comments. Each correct answer gets, I don't know. Oh, gets to be an exclusive member of Sir Sick's Whiskey Club. All you have to do is press that join button and pay the monthly membership. What a great prize! In fact, I'm feeling so generous that you can all join for just $5 a month. Sir Sick, the Philanthropic Crusader. That's what they call me. But
as I said, lots of chemtrails. So for some reason, the climate engineers have been affording us this really nice spell of weather.
Wait. The climate engineers are literally in control of the weather. Like, not just influencing it, which is somewhat plausible at least, but are just out and out sky gods, or demons I guess, with the power to grant good weather or bad at a whim. And they are evil apparently, so I don't understand why they would give the really nice weather for a few weeks during the summer of all times to boot, when you totally wouldn't expect the weather to be nice. I mean, if it had been sunny and hot during December in the UK, that would have made perfect sense. Clearly, we are dealing with diabolical masterminds of the highest order.
But look at the sky today, and lots of chemtrails again. Everything we see up there is chemtrails.
That's a chemtrail, and that's a chemtrail, and that's a chemtrail. That's definitely a chemtrail. That chemtrail looks like a hot air balloon, which is the evilest kind of chemtrail.
From earlier on, and fresh ones just laid. There's one just laid a while ago.
If I were a lesser man, I would make a crude joke here. But I'm not going to just drop trowel and dump that kind of mess all over the bathroom floor. That would be tasteless. And a little smelly.
And little short ones, little dots and dashes all around as well.
Oh, come on. You're making it really hard to avoid pinching off some crappy jokes. Let this be the number tooth and last time you push out one of these. Right?
And but long ones and all, just a whole mix of different types of trails, but every bit of...
Fine. Poop joke. Are you happy now? Because I am. That was hilarious and satisfying. Like a big, thick, sticky
supposed cloud cover that you see up there is has been sprayed there deliberately by this morning and this afternoon's air traffic.
And yet places with minimal air traffic get clouds too. In fact, clouds existed long before planes, so how did these clouds get here? It's all a conspiracy to make us believe clouds are real.
And the forecast for tomorrow and this evening, actually, this is cloud cover. And of course, it's not a forecast when our weather is engineered. This is a weather schedule, and this is the...
Right, good job. I was waiting for you to say something particularly oofid. So, could you explain something to me? Why come the weather forecast isn't 100% accurate? In fact, sometimes they get it completely wrong. It's almost like weather forecasting is actually kind of difficult and far from a perfect science. And so the idea that we can flat out and precisely control the thing that we can barely predict is just a little teeny tiny bit massively goddamn ridiculous.
That cloud cover being manufactured right now in the manufacturing process, and you can see those particulates are being hit with frequencies there, and those frequencies are manipulating and directing these particulates and manoeuvring them into cloud cover. We'll see later on now.
I like the cut of your gibberish, son. Now, if we can get a team of highly experienced cryptologists to get to work on it, we can have any goddamn idea what you just said by about the death of the universe. Maybe. It'll all just either all turn grey or white, or a new cloud system will roll in over it. You see a big sheet with a straight edge, cloud sheet with a straight edge, a new engineered system. So, right, okay. Now tell me, what happens if that doesn't come to pass? I mean, you've had weeks of bright sunny days. Why wouldn't that continue? I know that the weather can dramatically change overnight or even over day. Over a day? Over the day? Whatever. What I want to know is, how do you square it when the forecast or your quote-unquote predictions are wrong? My betting would be you don't. I would imagine that just like psychics, and more importantly their fans, you forget whenever you're wrong, and only ever remember when your guesses, predictions are correct. Thus, you're always correct. Thus, sky demons. By the way, I'm disappointed that they haven't come up yet. I came for sky demons, and I'll be very disappointed if there aren't any.
It could be a number of different types of cloud cover, but either way, it's none of it is natural, and there's so many different technologies to use in space lasers.
Normally, I would make fun of you for space lasers. But you know what? I'm going to do you a solid. Excuse me for just one moment. There, fixed. No more space lasers. You're welcome. Alright, you got me. That was actually just a highly advanced special effect. But I nearly had you. Production values on this channel just went into orbit. No pun intended.
Or was it?
HARP, different ionization towers, so many different technologies,
So many different technologies, and yet I'll bet you couldn't explain how a single one of them is responsible for what you claim. At least not in a way that is consistent with reality. In fact, I'm willing to bet you don't even know how clouds work. I'll give you a little hint. It has something to do with water.
This is what governments are supposedly proposing all around the world now, folks. This is what governments call solar radiation management.
I mean, okay, supposing that is an accurate statement. So what? It's probably a good idea for human beings to take some efforts to control the environment if they can. Nature is under no obligation to not just kill everything, whenever, for no reason. The universe is a cold, indifferent, and frankly hostile place to and for life respectively, and assuming there is an interventionist God, it seems to either be incompetent at caring for the little ant farm called Earth, or it just revels in the anarchy of it all. So if mankind wants to exist long into the future, it really is going to have to up its game and take things into their own hands.
They tell us that they want to block out the sun to protect us from global warming, and this is what they say they want to do. This is what they propose doing. Every scientific institution on the planet is talking about this.
Sounds like one way to do it. Now, I have a much better plan. As a quote-unquote person that absolutely can't stand the heat, I propose a different, more radical plan. I say we throw the sun into the sun of another bigger and therefore better solar system. That way, I get to be cool, well, cooler than I already am, and it will wipe out most of the life on the planet, leaving just a few morsels potentially surviving off of the heat of the Earth's core if they are resourceful enough. Because I'm gonna need something to eat.
Now every university, Harvard University, Oxford, Cambridge, they're all talking about ways to create artificial cloud to reflect the sun back to space. Artificial cloud around the planet and reflect the sun back to space.
Ah, National Geographic and their boobs on the cover. I mean, technically this has absolutely billions of them, just really, really, really far away.
And this is National Geographic from 2015 and it's entitled Cool It.
I mean, someone certainly should. In regards to constantly spouting nonsense, that is.
And they talk in here about ways to cool the planet. And one of the methods they talk about deploying is stratospheric aerosol injection or solar radiation management. What we are seeing going on above us right now.
You do know that just because there's a theory doesn't mean they actually do it, right? I mean, putting stuff like that into practice is probably way, way harder than you could possibly imagine. I mean, you think it is happening now, so that bar is not exactly super high. And I guess it probably involves magic, right? Because those not so far mentioned sky demons must have some sort of powers, yeah?
Geoengineering is a catch-all term for the deliberate large-scale interventions in the planetary environment that are designed to counteract climate change.
See, those words made sense. You should read other people's words more often. It makes for a far more coherent viewer experience.
Right, many different proposals. They range from marine cloud brightening, spraying salt water to create salt water from ships up to the sky to create clouds.
This is actually pretty interesting stuff, and the fact that I'm having to learn about it through the lens of government gon' get ya is a little disappointing. But unfortunately, I have one of those stupid life things, and I do most of my learning these days when I research for these vids, so I kinda don't get a choice into what I look into. That, and I still think that we should just get rid of the sun, but apparently that's insane, and will kill us all. Psh, first world problems, man.
Putting shades in space.
Oh, I like that idea. Looks like things are about to get cooler.
And here's the one that we're seeing right above us now. Not proposals, this is going on now. Stratospheric aerosols, or stratospheric aerosol injection. This is chemtrailing. This is what's going on right now.
I would ask you to prove it, but I'm sure you would just point at the sky and start making constant honking noises.
So not proposals, folks. Just understand that these are programs that have been long in development for many, many decades. Not a conspiracy theory, conspiracy fact.
Oh well, when you say conspiracy fact, that just seals it. I mean, who needs to prove what they're saying is true, counter to basically everything, when you can just say fact, and possibly call everyone sheeple and or shills. I mean, that's the real sciencing, that is.
And absolutely crazy.
Why, yes. Yes, you are. Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking about something else. I am keeping that, though.
If this doesn't bother you, there's something wrong with you.
Uh-huh. I hear we are.
Absolutely crazy.
For not believing the ramblings of people who, at best, got their scientific education off the back of a napkin.
You know, they're blocking out our sun and poisoning the air we breathe. Air pollution is now the biggest killer on the planet.
So I guess the they is the titular sky demons, if you aren't going to mention them by name. So I just want to know, why? What's the benefit of killing all the humans? I mean, I know why I would do it. You're all slightly annoying sometimes. But what's the end game of your they? And if you don't mean demons, and you actually mean other humans, well, that's
absolutely crazy.
They live here too, you know.
And this is the cause of it. You're being blamed for driving a car and burning coal, but this is the culprit, chemtrailing.
Of course, blowing tons and tons of noxious gases into the sky is going to have zero effect on the environment, but a bit of water vapour, well, that stuff is going to do us all in. Obviously. You ever been in a sauna? Those things are death traps.
And only an informed population can stop this insanity, folks. We are the only species on the planet that can stop this.
But aren't you the ones doing it? Even if sky demons, I mean, people still have to fly the planes. Wouldn't they have a vested interest in not destroying everyone and everything? Because of sentimental nonsense like getting to see your kids grow up and not having grandpa die at 40.
The human race and our innocent fellow earthlings have no ability to do anything whatsoever, so it's up to us, it's up to us all.
Wait, is it aliens now? Oh man, I'm not keeping up with this at all.
And so many agendas going on here, folks, so many reasons for this, but...
You want to, like, I don't know, name one? And it has to make any sense whatsoever. So no, because they're ever nonsense. It has to be an actual, tangible benefit to them.
The main thing to understand is that it's going on, and this is what's causing climate change. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
Wait, really? It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, but they are also trying to #kill all humans. Do you know how economics works? Every economy needs someone producing things, otherwise none of it functions. So it's either a plot to destroy or it's a plot to make money. It can't really be both, at least not the way you describe it. I'm starting to think this guy might not know what he's talking about. And still no mention of sky demons. That's it. I'm done. I'm going back into totally real space. Bye. Do you find yourself wondering, how can me show humans I am the smart? Is am the way to thinking being a purchase? Well, to answer your incredibly poorly worded questions, yes, I think. Honestly, I have no idea what you want, but I'll be damned if I don't take this as an opportunity to sell you things. Like new improved Sick brand merch, now featuring the designer of almost all Sick brand merch, right, the name's on the tip of my tongue. I want to say Cheryl Pringle? No, wait, it's Mrs. Sick. That's right. I always forget she exists. Also, handsome, famous, and good at the sex tease. Ampersand, not forgetting this pretty badass comic book style one that I would buy myself if I wasn't so poor. Sick brand merch, because we're tired of eating stray cats. Oh, there's one now. Get it!